For this question, we're going to take a look at how our budget can be done for housing. So first, we work 40 hours per week, and we make $14.32 per hour, and then 12.3% goes to taxes. So first is how much do we make per week after deductions. So I'm going to start with how much do we make per week. So I'm just going to take how many hours I worked, which was 40, and multiply it by my hourly rate, which is 14.32. And we're just going to type that into a calculator. And we get 572.8. So I'm going to add a zero at the end to be $572.80. Well, the thing is, if we need to find it after deductions, we know 12.3% of this number goes to deductions. So I'm going to turn 12.3% into a decimal by moving the decimal point to the left twice. So we get 0.123. I'm going to take that 0.123 and I'm going to multiply it by the number that we got from finding how much money we make. So 572.80. And that is 70.45. So that's how much is taken off my paycheck. So to find the answer to part A, I need to do how much we make and then subtract how much is taken off for deductions. And we end up getting 502.35. Next question is, how much do you make per month after deductions? Well, we are going to assume that there are 4 weeks in a month. So if this is how much we make weekly, we're just going to have to multiply that number times 4. It's 502.35 times that by 4. And we get $2,009.40. And money, we're always going to give it to 2 decimal places because that tells us how many cents there are. Next question, if 30% of your income goes towards rent, how much can you pay in rent each month? So we just need to figure out what is 30% of this number that we just found. Remember, we're going to turn 30% into a decimal by moving the decimal to the left twice. So I get 0.3. I could put a 0 at the end if we want to. So we're going to do 0.3 and multiply it by the number that we got for part B. So 2009.40. And we get $602.82 as how much we can afford to pay in rent. On our next question, it says you were planning on renting an apartment with 2 other friends. What this means is that there will be 3 of you total. So you are going to be splitting the rent and utilities evenly. So that means each of these costs can be divided by 3 to get how much you would personally spend. So option 1, our rent is this much altogether, but if I divide that by 3, we get 633.33. With water, once again, we can divide that by 3. And this is 14. 105, we divide that by 3. And we get 35. 12, we divide it by 3. And we get 4. So total individually for you is just going to be all of these added together. So I'm going to go 633.33 plus 14 plus 35 plus 4. And we get 686.33. I can do the same thing on option 2. Once again, because there are 3 total people, we'll divide all of these by 3. So rent here becomes 533.33. 40 divided by 3 for water gets us 13.33. 115 divided by 3 is 38.33. And then 12 divided by 3 is 4. So once again, to get that total, we are going to add all of those together. So do 533.33 plus 13.33 plus 38.33 plus 4. And we get 588.99. And so question 3, when it says which one fits into your budget? Well, we know our budget was from Part C. And so which one is going to fit into our budget? Well, that's going to have to be option 2. Because the 588.99 is less than the 602. So option 2 will fit into the budget.